We welcome you to our first weekly one-on-one with head coach Nick Sirianni. Hi, everybody. I'm Eagles insider Dave Spadero. Our conversation presented by Wawa. And Coach, welcome to the regular season. We're all excited about what's ahead. What's it been like for you putting this 53 together, getting to this point, and then what happens here the rest of the week?
It's just been, everything's been a grind, right? But it's an awesome grind, and it's a necessary grind that you go through all these steps, right, to get to where we are today, right? So it's all the OTAs and the off-season workouts and get in the draft analysis and then the training camp and just working. There doesn't look like there's an end in sight, right? But you just keep putting your head down and work every day with an attempt to get better every single day. So you're ready for this moment right now. So I think we've positioned ourselves to be ready for this moment right now. Now we just got to work this week to get ourselves ready for the week ahead.
17-game schedule, probably, you're going obviously week to week. Do you have a feel after 3 preseason games and joint practices and training camp? Do you have a feel for what this team can accomplish?
Again, I think that you just want to be in this mode where you're getting better every single day, and I really believe that we've done that. To be able to, and you can't just turn that off. If we've really been like that, we've really been like, hey, we're getting better every day, not looking too far and forward, not looking behind you, then it's hard to say, hey, what we're going to be after this week. We're getting better every day in attempts to beat Atlanta, period. So, and that's goal one, and then we'll go from there.
Nick, this team has had, offensive pieces come together. You've talked about meshing your offensive philosophy with the personnel that you have. And every time you talk to players, they feel like the sky's the limit. We can run, we can pass. I mean, do you have a sense, after you've now meshed everything, what the offense is going to look like? Can you kind of give us a little sense of what you expect?
Sure. I mean, again, we're gonna use our playmakers the way they can be used, right? What we know now, like when I first got here, we didn't know exactly what everyone can do. Even when you watch tape on someone, there's still a little bit of unknown until you get your hands on them and work with them. And so now we're to a point where like we know what everyone can do. We know where they fit into the offense. We know what things on the offense we maybe can't run, and some things in the offense that we've never run before that we're going to run because of the players that we have. So excited to get to work with these guys and see them shine in game action. And yeah, just really looking forward to what they can do and seeing it on Sunday.
I know you talked about this earlier in the week, but Atlanta's defensive coordinator is Dean Pease. He's been around forever. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings. He's retired twice, come back. And he's got this quote that every position will blitz on this defense. What does that mean as you're preparing for what Atlanta might bring?
You got to be ready to have a plan going in and then be ready to adjust. I mean, that's essentially what that means. And, for whatever reason, I feel like the guys that are really good, like Coach Pease is, like the guys that are really good, they retire and everyone's like, whew, they're retired. And then they come back, right? It's the Michael Jordan, it's the Brett Favre, and it's Dean Pease, right? So, that's just for whatever reason. That's the way these guys are that are really at top of a profession. And I got nothing but respect for Coach Pease. He's really good at what he does. And so his teams always play hard. They play physical. They play fundamentally sound. So we know we got a challenge ahead of us. But as far as that blitz goes, we just got to be ready to have a plan and be ready to adjust that plan, because that's what football is being able to adjust on the fly.
There's also the noise factor, which was not a factor in 2020. Any adjustment needed?
Sure, you're gonna have that silent count that's back up and running. So, listen, everybody that's in this building right now has had to play in noise. It's not like we got a guy, Jalen played at Oklahoma, he played at Alabama, so he had some games at LSU, right? He had games at TCU, wherever. And no one's coming from Mount Union where they played at John Carroll the week before, like myself. And I've been in the league, right? So we have no rookies from Mount Union. Everybody's used to the noise, being able to have to play in the noise. And I don't want to say used to, but at least has went through that process before. It's not going to be a surprise to anybody.
Jalen Hurts, you've been very effusive in your praise of the way he's developed through the spring and through the summer. What is the next step for him in a career kind of perspective?
Sure, one game at a time. Go out and play good in this game against to go out and play good in this game against Atlanta and stack plays on top of each other, and then stack drives on top of each other, then stack quarters on top of each other, halves on top of each other, and then it's going to games, right? But it is being in that dog mentality of no matter what happened on this play, moving on to the next play. Whether it was good, whether it was bad, play the next play, play the next play, play the next play. And, Jalen, I always appreciate how he's kind of built. And so I don't sense that being an issue for him. And, I just see him really, I look forward to seeing how he responds after a tough play or after a good play.
Captains named, 6 of them, 4 of them veterans, 2 of them younger players. Really interesting mix, Nick, it seems, in this locker room. Can you talk about what you see chemistry-wise, the mix of older and younger in this locker room?
I think one thing that we definitely have is guys on this team that have had a lot of success here. And when you have a lot of success at a place, it's not by accident, right? It's one first of all, because you got talented players, and 2 is because they know how to work and they know how to lead and they know how to practice, because you can't have success with just talent. There's a lot more that goes to it. The parity in this league is so tight that it takes more than talent. And so so all those little things there of this building and the veteran guys that we have. And then, a main goal of ours, when we were bringing guys in this draft class was, hey, obviously we want talented players that had high character, that were tough, that loved football, because we knew that they were going to be able to reach their ceiling. And so, at least that first part of it's true. We're seeing guys that are talented. We're seeing guys that love and really care about it, and they're guys that are tough. And, that's a guy that gets better every day. And so, I feel like we do have a good mix there of young and old, and younger guys and veteran guys.
I'd like to ask you, Nick, about Atlanta and their offense and what you see as you watch them and study them this week. What kind of things can Jonathan Gannon's defense expect on Sunday?
You're getting a veteran quarterback that's made a lot of plays in this league, a lot. And I got the utmost respect for Matt Ryan. He's a great player, and that he really has done it at a high level for so long. And he's accurate. He makes good, quick decisions. He's got a strong arm. I mean, This guy is. There's a reason why he's been the NFL MVP. And then he's got some weapons around him that we're gonna have to focus on. I've always thought Calvin Ridley was a very polished player. From him coming out, I thought this guy really has good instincts and he really knows how to run routes and work guys. And then and you put that on top of him having an extreme talent. And that's something we're gonna have to deal with. So, and then not to mention, Kyle Pitts that they have, and some of the other weapons that they have. So, a lot of respect for this team on offense. I think Arthur Smith's a phenomenal coordinator. Obviously, I've been on the other sideline from him for a long time. He's smart. He gets his players to play hard. He gets his players to play fundamentally sound, which I think that's the biggest compliment I can pay another coach. And so, we're gonna have work to do, and look forward to the challenge.
Last one, Nick, not for you specifically and your emotions, but when you come out of the tunnel on Sunday before kickoff, what do you want to feel from your team collectively, coming out of the locker room and getting onto the field?
Confidence through preparation. That's the big thing. Just that we're confident because we know we put in the work, not just this week, but the entire offseason, the entire training camp, and the entire week getting ready.
Great stuff. Nick Sirianni, thank you so much. Our one-on-one with head coach Nick Sirianni, presented by Wawa. Good luck on the road Sunday in Atlanta, Coach.
Thanks, Dave.